while the iron is hot. One of one, don't follow flocks. Man, I got this on lock. Team Harvey, team hustle, team can't be stopped. Just cop 900 glory, yep, fresh out the shop. Let's go bowling. I'ma put on the lane, yeah. Smooth approach, about to roll a perfect game, huh? And well connected with the sport's biggest names. We can't talk unless an X on the frame. I'm here asking the questions, clear the air and confusion. Fresh, humble, and arrogant with the logo infusion. Red cup for the right vibe. I got the answers, you going live with Bowtie.
Yo, what's going on, family and friends, man? I am your host, Mr. Bowtie himself, Mr. Brandon Grant, man. Tonight's guest, man, I got my boy on here, Carleton Chambers. If you guys don't know him, it is time to get to know him. We're going to dig in his life a little bit, and hopefully he open up and share, man. Like I said, we all know each other on the bowling level, but it's time to get to know each other on a personal level. Not no color barriers, white, brown, black, this, and hey, bowlers is bowlers, man. And we come in all forms and shapes and sizes and colors. But today, man, today, like I said, I don't know if I personally met him, but hey, I appreciate him coming on to the show so we can get to know him. So I'm gonna bring my boy to the screen, Mr. C-Bo. What's cracking, Bo?
Life, man. Life is what's happening. Life is good.
Yeah, that's right. As long as life is good, everything is good, bro.
Yeah, definitely. But I like
it. How's this pandemic treating you?
Been staying in quarantine and stuff, man. For about 3 months or so, we went back to work May 16th, and we got to wear masks and stuff. But other than that, man, it's mostly home, work home. Kind of staying away, beat this heat.
There you go.
Got to know myself a little bit more. You know, got to find some little interesting things that I can do as far as just some stuff around the house and
yeah.
You know, a lot of golf, which I'm no good at, but I have a good time. I have a great time when I play with my fellas. So.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not that good, but when I go out there, man, we have a ball on the golf course. That's for sure.
As long as you ain't no scratch golfer, man, you have to get you in here to Detroit on Father's Day one year, man. Come play with us. We normally have.
No, I'm far from scratch. When it comes to I'm a scratch bowler, but when it comes to golf, I need all handicap possible.
We just play straight up, man. And you know, got some guys that shoot 90, some guys shoot 80 something, some guys, a lot of us shoot hundreds. You know, and
see, I'm probably right in that 90, 100 range, up in that part.
See, you fit in perfect with us. Fit in perfect.
Yeah, man. All you gotta do is let me know.
It's about having a good time, man. You know, especially whenever you with me, it's about having a good time, man. I mean, life is too short. You see how quick everything just happened, and a lot of people just kind of stuck.
Absolutely.
You know? Got to find a way to enjoy
absolutely, bro. Look, hey, we gonna go this way. Where were you born and raised? Because I don't even know. Where you from?
Born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. Still live in Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, Michigan.
D-Town, baby.
Hey, any siblings?
I got four older brothers. They're a lot older than me too. I think the closest one was 12, and he got killed when I was 10 years old. I'm 45.
That,
my other brother's like, thank you, man. Thank you. My other brother, he's like 14 years older than me, and I got another brother that's 16 years older than me. Another brother that is 17 years older than me. So I'm the baby.
So you're the baby of the family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See Mary Smith. Hi, Mama. It's Robert Smith, Mom. Hi, Mama.
Oh, yeah.
Say hi to my family.
That's does any of your siblings bowl, or you the only one?
I'm the only one. They don't know a thing about bowling. I don't even think I think one of my brothers seen me bowl one time, and that might have been 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, did you grow up with both parents in the house?
Yes, I did. I did. I grew up with both parents, and it was probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me because they supported me in a lot of things. We had youth travel league on Sundays. Saturday I would bowl at Garden Bowl or Central City, and then Sunday was the Sunday Youth or the War Bonanza Travel, War Cecil War Travel League, and it would be different bowling alleys every week. Some ranging from an hour away or so. And my mother or father took me every week. We had a family-sized band, and we would pack, 8 or 9 of us in there. One of the parents would drive. It was like that every week, and just to watch us bowl. So yeah, I had some good parents in my life. They supported me and everything. They always taught me to be the best and just believe that nobody can beat me. The only person that can beat me is myself. And kind of found out in life to kind of right.
Oh man. Hey, did you what kind of challenges did you have growing up as a kid? Being in Detroit, I like I said, all we could hear is the stories. Detroit was tough. It was a tough city to live in, this and that. What kind of challenges did you have as a kid?
I didn't have a lot of challenges, just the fact of me being skinny. So there's a lot of things that I couldn't do, such as like football and stuff. But challenges, there was really none. Just trying to stay out of trouble, and bowling did that for me. Other than that, I just took it as it is. And my father, I learned from him as far as like just make it happen. Don't cry about it. Make it happen.
Right.
Not a lot of challenges.
They say my boy say bowling average and golf average is about the same. Man, I don't know.
Let's put it like this. You want to talk about my golf game? You want to compare that to bowling? I'll probably average about 118 if you want to look at my golf game. As a bowler, probably average about 118. I get a strike every now and again, which strikes mean like a par.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, my boy Kenny Saxon from down here say, what's your lowest 800 and your highest 800?
My highest 800 is 836, and I think I did that in like 97. And my lowest is probably 800 about 3 times. 800, 801, 805. Big dog. So knock them off Saturday. Yes, I'm going to try my hardest, man, and just let my body do the work at this regional.
Yeah, that's what's up right there. Hey, besides bowling, what other sports did you play growing up?
Basketball, baseball, softball, cricket, lacrosse. We had a gym teacher in elementary school. His name was Frank Urbanic. Called him Mr. V, and he taught us to be decathletes. And I mean, we did everything. There was just no one sport. We like I said, all the sports, and indoors we would do like the long jump, the high jump, pole vault. All this is in school. We're elementary school at that,
right?
So they taught us about being decathletes, and instead of just an athlete, be able to be versatile in everything.
Right.
So I played a lot of sports as a kid. I wish I would have stuck with golf when I was in high school. Big bro. Josh, one of my supporters, man. When him and his wife Kim, when I bowl a lot of tournaments on the national stop, whenever I do, and a lot of times they be there. They be there, and just to hear a familiar voice kind of frees your swing up and help you out just a little bit.
Right.
Oh God, there's my brother. There's my brother.
Oh, that guy right there, Mr. Maximum Bob himself.
Yeah, he gonna call us a minimum Bob. Let him tell it.
That's funny. Hey, do you feel that playing sports kept you out of the streets?
It definitely kept me out of the streets. And it definitely did, because I mean, I was always in a bowling alley. Like, here's a perfect example, man. My school was directly across the street from me. So I would get out of school. My father bowled Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, this is 84, 85, so I'm 10, 11 years old, and I knew how to keep score by hand. So I would have to get out of school and get my homework and my house chores done, because I know my father would get off at 5 o'clock. He'd get home at 5:30, and he'd right back out the door. And if my stuff wasn't done, I couldn't go. So I would go there and I would keep score for them. And there's 10 guys on the pair, and they give you $1 a person. So that's $10. In the 80s, that's a lot of money, for a 10, 11-year-old kid. And my father made me pay for my bowling after the league bowling. He made me pay for my own bowling, my own French fries, my own video games. He taught me how to be self-sufficient. So with that being said, I never had a sponsor. I never had a sponsor. I paid for my own bowling. And that's how
Right.
it is. That's how he taught me. Because if I win 10 grand, I want 10 grand. I don't want 6 or 7. I want 10 grand if I win.
Right.
You know, so but yeah, my father, he by me keeping score, by me being a pin jumper for my uncle Winfred and Kelvin Shepherd at Central City Lanes back in the day, that kept me out of trouble. You know, I always had something to do, so it kept me out of trouble.
There you go. Uh-oh. Jeremy say, on the way. Tell them about Just Us Tree Service.
1999, there was a tournament, which was one of my favorite tournaments we used to bowl in, called the Chamois Burt. And I don't know why I struck a lot in this place. I mean, I'm averaging 750 every week, and we were down there every week bowling 2-3 squads. And there was a squad going in June, and they put we put a team together. I mean, a literally put together team with Earl Justice. Let me see who led off. Verlin Terry, he led off fresh out the clink. No practice or nothing.
Yeah.
Earl Justice, David Boyd, Steve Bradley, and myself. And we shot 3870 this day. And it's just amazing on how that happened, because we were on a pair with some elderly women, and by the time they got to their second bowler, we were done with our frame. And you know, they were like, "We're sorry, we holding y'all up." We no, you know, we're having fun, you know. And I mean, we just striking, and we got 13-10 the first game, and 13-14, and we're moving pairs, might I add. So we start on like 21 to 22, went to 23 and 24, down to 15 and 16.
Oh,
and
wow.
we ended up shooting 3870 with one honor score.
With
which
one
was me
honor score?
Yes, which was me with 805. Now, it's just it shows you on how much it's not an iron team. You could have took any 5 people, because I didn't win totals with 805, but you could have took any of the 5 people, you know, in 5 of the highest scores in that tournament, and you could have had 4,200, 4,000 easily. So the record that we broke was the ones that was set in 58 by Dick Weber and the Budweiser team. That record stood for over 40-some years, and we ended up breaking it in 99. And since then, I think it's been broken like 3 or 4 other times, which is fine with me, because, you know, records are made to be broken. I'd love for somebody else to have that experience. So we were in magazines and newspapers, and, you know, got a couple of little bowling balls and stuff from companies, and it faded away. But you know, that time came and went, but the plaques and trophies from that tournament is still, you know, it's still near and dear to me. And shit, won $5,000 that day.
Wow. And look, Alex say, like, hey, he remember that May 1st, 1999.
Yeah, that was on Smooth's birthday. Verlin Terry, that was on his birthday. Fresh out the joint. And he had 730. I think he had 2-1 the first game. And the captain said, "Are you ready?" And you look up, now he got 270. You know, so it was, you know, to get 5 people to jail like that, it's a one of a kind thing. It rarely happens, and if it does happen with some of your friends, oh yeah, we was on the Vice poster too. Forgot about that. But if you can get 5 people to jail like that, man, you should bottle that up. I during that whole, I want to say that last game, I stepped back and went to the bathroom, and I came out, and it's just a crowd around our pair, and we're paying it no mind. We up there just having fun, and, you know, pushing each other on and waiting on our turn, because, you know, we had the ladies bowling, and they were throwing 2 a frame. So, you know, I still got the plaque and stuff. I probably got a picture of it on Facebook, and they put us on the the cover of the bowling magazine. And I got to give a shout out to Brian Bogosian, because every time I mention this, I have to mention him. That's when he won the Masters, and they have him up in the corner of the magazine. And I think
y'all on the front page.
Yeah, I think by him winning the Masters, that cover was supposed to be for him, and we broke that record, and I think they just shot that in there. So I anytime I mention that, I have to mention my friend Brian Bogosian on that. You
Yeah.
know, okay. You know, and that's funny as far as how me and him met. We met in Buffalo, and I went to him. I said, "Your name's Brian McGowan." He said, "Yeah." And I said, "Man, we shared that magazine, and we sat down and we talked one on one and kind of got to know each other." And you know, and there's the bond.
Right.
There's your typical bond. You know, and that's my guy. You know, I probably seen him 3 times, but hey,
Yeah.
that's the guy. And you know, he's got a place in my heart. You know,
There you go. Hey, my boy Tyrone said, "Is the chamois still going on?"
no way. I think the chamois ended maybe 7, 8 years ago.
Okay.
That was an excellent tournament, man. That was an excellent tournament.
The recent Rob said he saw the score sheet. It was some striking.
Yeah, Berlin Terry 739, fresh out the joint. Dave Boyd 760. Steve Bradley 770, his first time going. And Earl Justice had 795. He was the captain. They made his business look good. And I had the long honor score with 805.
Wow.
So it was a
That's
day.
crazy.
That was a day. A lot
That's
of
a
other
day
people
you'll
could
never
have been.
forget for sure.
No, never. I never forget that day. That's a play. That's a day that's near and dear to my heart. I'll never forget that. It was my buddy's birthday, and you know, put together a team. We out having fun, and look up and we done won 5,500.
Oh man. Hey, after graduating high school, did you go to college?
No, I didn't. I didn't. After high school, 2 months later, I went to work for the post office,
Okay.
and I was making good money then. Bowling in 10 leagues. Don't ask how.
Bowling at how many leagues?
10 leagues my first year. First year of adult league, 10 leagues. See, we didn't have the opportunities back in our day where we had scholarships and stuff like they do now. You know, you had to. I remember there was a scholarship book, and you had to literally write in a little essay or whatever for scholarship and stuff, and it wasn't paying but nothing like maybe $100 and stuff. And I'm shooting 279 in youth league and stuff, and then I'm watching my buddy shoot 279 and winning a grand. And
Right.
that's where I'm, you know, and that's where I was. I was always in the bowling alley anyway. School really wasn't. I'm not gonna say wasn't for me. I finished school and that was good enough. I'm gonna say that. I did a lot of skipping in high school.
Right.
What's up, Lum?
Yeah. That's crazy. I tell you, look, Sebo, see, hey, Sebo is somebody special around here. Yeah, you got everybody going.
No, I'm just your normal person, man. I'm your normal person that gets along with everybody. Craig
Yeah.
Elliott, stretch your toes. Oh my God. I'm not telling that story. Craig Elliott, I'm not telling that story.
Hey, you have to, because clearly Craig says stretch your toes. It's a story to tell, bro.
It's straight X-rated, I'll tell you that.
Let's go for it.
All right. Y'all forgive me, but you know, I had a little dark side to me and stuff, and dealing with females, and I just know how to do what I got to do to get it done. And one girl had a bet with me that I couldn't.
Look, Craig said he could tell it later. LOL.
I'm gonna tell it, man. I'm gonna tell it. People ain't hiding nothing. You know, I'm gonna be one of the. You know, I'm me. I'm always me. I can't be nobody else. So, you know, you ask, I don't have a problem telling you. But it's a thing about stretching your toes as far as to make yourself get to that spot. Let's say like that. Yeah, I mean, have you ever had some boring sex?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know how to imagine yourself and put yourself in a different scenario and, you know, kind of stretch your toes and get yours, whether she get hers or not. Nah, you can take that and go wherever you want with it, but that's what it is. Ronnie Sparks. Ronnie Sparks has got to be the best around here. Period.
I hear a lot about that dude. I'm trying to get him on the show.
Oh, you'll get him. He don't have a problem coming on. I'm sure. Thank you.
Yeah, I hear a lot about that dude.
As far as technical, man, he is the most technical sound bowler. If you're gonna copy somebody bowling, I would say him and Chris Prather. Thank you, sir. If you're gonna copy
Man.
somebody's style, I would say him and Chris Prather.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Anthony Rice said, "What's crazy is watching your dad line you up at T-Bow that one day."
My father is legally blind, and he could see, but he couldn't. He would see some silhouettes and stuff, and he knew my game like it was nothing. And
Right.
I think, I really think A Wright is talking about the day where I kept tapping, and this guy was kind of like trying to. Thanks, Joe. You even better one, man, and a good DJ. I was tapping a lot, and this guy was like just really talking about me and this 10 pin. Said we got him, we got him. And father, I believe it's the story. He said my father told me to make a little move and look up, and I stopped tapping. Let's say it that way. I stopped tapping, and I think we kind of commenced to whipping on some ass after that. I think that's the story. I think that's the story.
Uh-oh. Look, Kenny's asked, is bowling too competitive for you, or is it too easy?
It depends on how you look at it. I wouldn't say too competitive, because I love competition. That's why I'm out bowling the regionals and stuff. I love competition. I make pretty decent amount of money at work, and I work pro shop too. So, I do that so I can pay for my own bowling, do things I want to do. But I love the bowls, and I love the competition. I mean, if I'm bowling somebody one-on-one, whether it's match play or we bowling for a couple of dollars, I want them to be at their best. I don't mind losing with 260. Nobody want to lose, but if I lose with 260, hey, I just got beat. That's fine with me.
Right.
But if I lose to 230, I feel I beat myself. So I love the competition. I love the way that I have a competitive drive. Nobody wants to bowl to lose. But
no.
Oh no, I don't bowl like Ronnie Sparks. No way. No way. I'm way out of control compared to him. Ronnie has, you have to see him, man. I mean, and I give props for props is due, man. I don't have no problem of telling it like it is, man. But bowling with him and watching him is amazing, especially when you're on a team with him. And just the way that he just tags in onto his inner self makes no sense. We were bowling a tournament, the Bud Light Challenge in Buffalo, and this was a real good story. And we are silly when we bowl. And Ronnie Sparks messed around, and he got lined up, and he just had this look. And this look that he had, you couldn't even explain it. I couldn't even explain it, but it was that look like, bro, I got him. And I see him nowadays, and I'd be like, Ronnie, give me that look. I'm looking for that look, Ronnie. And he'd throw a little 4-bag or something, and that look comes. It's like, look out, he gone. He gone. And I think he got a pretty nice little 866. I know I've seen that twice. I think I've seen that twice. Guy can bowl, man. He could just flat out fucking bowl. 2 stories we'll never forget. 2 stories we never forget. Vegas.
No.
That's one.
Uh-oh.
Vegas is one story. I don't know. You have to tell me, big dog. You have to tell me. Central City competitive. Yeah. You ever had to beat the coach day back in the day?
Beat the coach? No.
They had we used to have beat the coach week. And your coaches be there. We had some pretty decent coaches, and it was always some type of competition with coaches where we like after league, hey, get a pair, Burger, which is Harvey Cadell and I got something, Warren Javinson, Calvin Walker, Kelvin Shepard. Those are all like coaches to us, where's our coaches, and they'd be like, hey, suit up, pick a pair, and we'd go at it, and but also we had it during league too. Once a month, we would bowl against the coaches, and a lot of the coaches would win, but I don't really remember losing to too many coaches back in those days.
Yeah.
I was a prodigy. I was a child prodigy. Let's say it that way. I was a child prodigy.
Hey, are you still with the post office?
No, I'm at Ford. If I was with the post office, I would have about 27 years. I'm with Ford. I've been with them for 20 years. Well, February to be 20 years.
What you do with Ford?
I used to, for 15 years, I sprayed the F-150 painting and in the actual booth with the respirator. Now I'm on the engine line, so I build engines for the F-150.
Okay.
So
That's what's up there,
I
man.
got,
So, hey, how is it when you see an F-150 go down the street? You could be like, bro, I'll probably put that engine in there. I'll probably
you
put
know
some did
what?
there.
Before we had the F-150, we had the Mustang before they came out with the new model in 2005. And we were the only plant was doing the Mustang until 2005. I was more so when I'd see a Mustang, I'd be more so like, I know we put hands on that. But you know, the F-150, you got 3 or 4 different plants that do it. I know you got Kansas City and Norfolk and Kentucky and Dearborn.
Okay.
So it's, you know, it could be a crap shot. I may see somebody that I know that that has an F-150, and I ask, you know, let me look inside their door jamb to see the paint job, and I can kind of tell then, because I was real, you know, doing it for so long, I can tell my work.
Okay.
Both was in the Sunbird. You got to give me a little help on that, man. You know, we old. I'm 45. I can't remember everything back in '94.
Hey, Antonio said, how proud was you when my young dog placed second at the Hammy?
Man, you know what? I got a phone call almost every game from Greg Lewis, and he said, "Man, your son about this, son about to do this," and I'm like, "Yeah, I hear the story when you know when he done, because I know my son gonna call me." And I want to say I got another phone call right when he was throwing his last ball and said he need this to. I don't know if it was a strike or a spare, but he needed something and he could have took over the league, and he didn't, and he finished second. But I was real proud of my son because I never forced bowling on him. I didn't want him to be a bowling alley junkie like I was. I wanted him to do some other things throughout life and stuff. So if he wanted to bowl, that's fine. That's on him. But
Right.
he did it on his own. He called me one day, said he was gonna bowl the Hamtramck, and I'm like, oh, go for it, man. Yeah. He doesn't bowl a lot. So I was pretty proud of him, man. I was pretty proud of him.
That's what's up there. Hey, are you married?
Negative. Probably never will be either. I'm gonna drink to that one, man. Get your IPA. I'm gonna drink to that one. Yeah, I'm gonna drink to
that. Hey, but you got kids. How many kids do you have?
I have 3 kids. Well, I have 3 biological kids, and I claim 7.
Okay.
Man, she gone. That's my buddies in there teasing me about neck and stuff. I know you heard about what neck was last week with Jeremy. So.
Oh yeah, I heard all about that one.
Yeah,
heard all about that one, bro.
No, not married, man, and kids.
All right, hey, one on the Canfield, other me, you, and JV.
Yeah, I remember the one about me, you, and JV. Yeah, we was about to get jumped there. My man just happened to have a. Oh man, yeah, we'll tell that story in a minute, right? We was about to get jumped by some guys, and luckily my man had his little thing on him, and I had a little plastic BB gun, and they got up off of us. We left the scene. It was just crazy because we just with some of our mutual friends, and I guess the guys got jealous because we knew the girls, and people being ignorant.
Absolutely. But now, A. Rice said the best SIBO moment was at a tournament at Bronco, and he left that 7-10 late in the game, and my man was in the back like, yes, I beat SIBO. Then, dun 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 dun.
This happened twice. We were bowling a little sports sweeper. I think it was like maybe $20 to bowl or whatever, and I was bowling like pretty good at that time, man. I left a 7-10, and guy, he just. I guess I was at that time the guy to beat, and I just kind of took my time, went up there and shot the 7-10, made it like it was a 2-10, like it was nothing, and he didn't beat SIBO. And it happened another time, and I want to say Liberty Bowl. We were bowling mid states in '95, and these dates, boy. it was to go to the finals. It was the semifinals, and I needed a mark in the 10th to win. Went up there, left the 7-10, and my man and his boys was in the back like, "Oh, it's over, it's over." They ready to go to the finals or whatever, and went up there, bloop bloop, made the 7-10. I turned around, "Oh, it's over, it's over." You can never count anybody out because anything can happen at any given time, man. I've seen people get 4 to lose when they need 8. I've seen people. I've made the 7-10 to win matches. I've made
Right.
7-10 to. I've been to places that never seen the 7-10 made. Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, bowling the regional, and I made the 7-10 twice. They call me the freak of nature.
Wow.
Because they've never seen it made, let alone twice in the same day.
You did it twice in the same day?
Yeah, I made the 7-10 more times than I've got 800s. I got 21 800s. I made the 7-10 23 times in competition. I don't count practice. I don't count practice for anything other than practice.
You picked up 23 7-10 splits.
Yeah. Now,
wow.
I throw a rocket at it. I used to throw a rocket at it.
I said, I throw a rocket at it. I picked it up 3 times, bro.
It's just about that luck. It's about that luck and when it's your time for it.
Wow.
Yep.
Let's see. Hey, Taylor May, my SIBO moment was in Vegas mini eliminator 2-game set. He shoot 568 on super hard condition. Every shot looked the same from release to projection and a lot of strikes. That's when I'm like, he can bowl for real, for real.
It's a story behind that, man. I got a ton of stories, man, but it's a story behind that. Bowling a high roller, and I didn't have a good look. And Don, guy from Storm, Don Moose, he knows me, and by him seeing me around the area and knowing me from my friend Amos Mathis, which is I would love to get for you to get him on there, but he asked me, he came and spoke. He said, "Hey, how you bowling?" I said, "Not good. I don't have a good look." And he told me to meet him at the car when I was done, and I met him at his car in the parking lot, and he gave me a ball and a shirt. It was the Nighthawk Menace, and he took me in a pro shop and drilled it for me. He said, "I'm giving this to you for the simple fact of how you carrying yourself, even though you're not bowling good, you still got a smile on your face. Your attitude is right, And I thank him a lot for that because I learned a hell of a fucking lesson from that. People notice you more when you ever seen a guy that's got an 8-bagger and he running every shot out, just looking like an ass and stuff. And I was shooting 160s and 170s, and I'm still like trying to figure it out. I still gotta, I'm not letting it get to my head. And he helped me out, and that's where the 560 came from.
Wow.
So
just take you to the car, gave you that just because of the way you carried yourself. That speaks volume right there, bro.
And I get that a lot, man. I mean, even on the regional tour, I remember bowling a regional 2 weeks after I won my one title. There was a lady. I probably had the best year and the worst year in 3 weeks. I went like minus 350, and they were hard. They were hard. I mean, they were hard. And the pro-am was after qualifying. And of course, I finished second from the bottom. My worst tournament ever. The lady came to me and she said, "You may not have bowled good, but I really enjoyed watching you. You are very entertaining, and I love your attitude." So again, it's like you don't have to always bowl good to be noticed. And they asked me to do the pro-am after that. I'm like, "How y'all want me to do the pro-am?" And I just went minus 350. Sure enough, we did the pro-am, and everything flip-flopped. All the pros started looking bad, and here it is. I got 300. That was in Hubbard, Ohio. So, yeah, I mean, it's always a lesson to learn as far as all this stuff, man. I mean, just you can't always be. You can't always be like that, man. You got to try to just keep a smile on your face and just keep it, keep yourself together. Man, you want to hear this story, man?
Greg Lee Smith said, "Tell him about Vegas at the Showboat and that trash can." Oh boy.
All right, man. So we were Vegas bowling the high roller. This was 95. And course, I had already lost my match, and me, a couple of my buddies, we in the casino gambling. It's two of us. We at the blackjack table, and I'm 21, so I done been to Vegas quite a few times before I turned 21 because I got family out there. But now I can legally drink. I can,
Right.
I can get it in. So all of us done lost our match. Me and one of my buddies gambling at the table. I probably got about 300 of chips in front of me, and you find out the drinks are free. You just tip them, with $1 or something. So
Yeah.
we get. I wasn't drinking like that. I give me a Martell on the rocks. Fuck it, I heard that in the movie. I probably sucked about 4 of them down real quick. Lady said, "You want us to bring some doubles?" Sure. I drank 4 more doubles. I'm in this casino like this done. One of my buddies, man, he done missed a 5-pin or 8-pin to lose his match. He comes in and say, "Give me a couple chips." I give him a couple chips. His very first hand, he get ace ace. I'm like, oh man! Before I can even slide him some chips, he hit it. King 22 bust. I grabbed all my chips off the table, so I put them in my pocket. I got up and took 2 steps. Projectile vomit everywhere through the casino. I'm sitting at the garbage can with my hands between my legs like this on the floor, and I'm just throwing up in the garbage can. And the pit boss told all my buddies, like, y'all got to get him out of here. He's like, we not with him. They said, yeah, we saw y'all with him. So my cousin and one of my buddies carried me to the car through the showboat. So everybody see me all fucked up. Carried me through the showboat. Put me in my cousin's car. Take me to, his house or whatever. We get pulled over. He got a CCW or whatever. So he got to go through all this crap. And he like, cop like, what's wrong with this guy in the passenger seat? He said, man, he not from here and he just turned 21. So we ended up going to my buddy Greg Smith's room, and I slept in his room for about 3 or 4 hours. Back then we had beepers. So I'm beeping them to find out where they are. A lot of y'all don't know what beepers are. But I'm beeping them to find out where they are. They at the Imperial House. I get to the Imperial House. They eating. It's a buffet. Next thing I know, that liquor hit me again. I'm throwing up all in the bus tray.
Oh.
Ruined everybody's meal.
Oh.
Ruined everybody's meal. I'm going to drink to that too.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. We're going to come back to Alex's question. Hey, what age, when did your bowling journey begin?
7. 8, 7. I started bowling when I was 18 months, pushing the ball down the lane. There's a lady there named Rose Carter Pierce. She the one that actually started me into bowling because my parents always bowled, and from let my mom and my aunt tell it, I was telling people how to make spares in the stroller. And started like bowling travel leagues and stuff when I was like 9, 10 years old. That's when I met guys like Dave Ewald and Jay Lang and Kurt Peline and Mac Ivory, Amos Mathis. A lot of the guys that really kind of like paved the way for us and stuff. Also, growing up watching Reggie Denard and seeing Bobby Blue and John Barnhill, Big Booker T and Greg Lewis, Eddie Grooms, a lot of bowlers I watched as a kid growing up. And those were like, I don't want to say my role models, but those were the people that were close to me that I could actually see.
Right.
And a lot going on with that. It's pretty cool.
Man. Hey, Alex said, who pulled you back when the Sunbird door got hit on Canfield?
Oh, yeah, he did. Young and dumb, parked the car. I'm about to run in the house and grab something, and I just fling the door open, and some guy in a van had been doing about 40 coming down this street. Took the door and literally bent it back. The edge of the door was just about level as the headlight. And I was literally finna stick my foot out, and he grabbed me. Alex grabbed me.
Ooh.
So I could have been it was probably, you know, I could have been like with no foot.
Yeah, that's a bit, probably more. Wow.
Yeah, Eric Platy, yes
Wow.
sir, yes he did.
Yeah.
Practice.
Yeah, that is Jordan number. Hey, whoa, hey, Rob, I know I may not throw it as fast as you or Sibo, but I think my 24, 26 mile per hour, that's pretty fast.
That ain't fast, man. That
Oh,
ain't
shit.
fast. That ain't fast, man. That's probably why you ain't made the 710. Like I know Rob touched. I know Rob made it say 32, and I've made it say 29 at the hardest. I mean, on a working one that actually works right. I've seen some say 34, but I know I didn't throw in no 34.
Wow. Brandon Dale, I have drilled this guy some great rolling ones.
Yeah, he did back in the day, but now I drove my own now, BD. Drill my own now.
Oh.
Tailor made. Yeah, and that's another person that helped me. And Rob Allen, her husband, he helped me out back in Vegas one day. I want to say 96 or something, the year after, and we wasn't doing too good, and took me and a couple of my friends and drilled us some bowling balls, and you know, just looked out for us.
Right.
So how am
Nah. Alice say, remember Bowl won regionals, and we was signing autographs like we was famous.
Oh man, that's what a lot of people really don't know is we used to bowl regionals when it was back in the 90s, 95, 96, 97. Every time they would, you know, they would have 2 or 3 regionals in the Detroit area, and you know, we'd bowl them. And that's why a lot of the older guys like Branham and DeAntremont, rest his soul, you know, that a lot of those guys, you know, Tom Baker, a lot of those guys knew exactly who I am. You know,
Right.
that's how a lot of people really know me is from bowling regionals back in the 95, you know, bowling with Bowl One and place where they had the US Open back then.
Okay. Say that's what's up right there.
Jason Obermeyer, that's another guy. That's another guy right there that's near and dear to my heart. He helped me out when I hit rock bottom, and we were going through kind of like the same thing. So
right.
Shout out, Jim. And he's getting married next year. Poor guy, but he got a good woman. He got a good woman.
That's funny. Dang, look, you got your PB, Rudy Revs. Who is Rudy?
Oh no, nothing compared to Rudy Reyes. You want to know about Rudy Reyes, man? He was like, look up High Roller 1985-86. Look him up, and he's breaking it off like it's so easy. And I think he was throwing a black hammer. And I mean, you talking about some Reyes? Man, look up Rudy Reyes. Mac Ivory was definitely a beast. Mac Ivory was definitely a beast. I wish a lot of people could have seen that. I wish a lot of people could have seen him bowl.
Stick to the bowl.
Yeah, I don't know that we don't need to know the hood stuff.
Hey, we want to know it all.
I wasn't much of a troublemaker, man. I wasn't much of a troublemaker.
Dang. Like I say, it's like I tell people, man, we all got a story. How we got here is the part that's, you know, is the intriguing part, man.
Yeah.
I can't even get these 14s. That I'm clearly doing something wrong. If they
lose that belly, great BD, you gotta lose that belly, Brandon. Brandon Dale, you gotta lose that belly. Get over 14. Marion, Ohio. Oh, that's a funny one. That's a funny one. We bowling regional down in Marion, Ohio, and we bowling match play, and I hadn't won a match. I think I was 0 for 8, and I shot a 10 pin, and I literally, you know how pin bounce out, jump into the gutter.
Yeah.
So this pin literally jumped out and did something, and hit one of the sensors or something, and broke two pair. Broke my pair and the pair next to me. I'm just making the 10 pin, and it came out and shot and hit the beam or something. I mean, literally broke it. It was about a 20-minute wait.
Wow.
About a 20-minute wait.
So you just over there tearing people's stuff up then, just tearing their stuff up.
You know, I've been a lot of places and stuff, and a lot of times I'd be surprised I get invited back by the proprietor.
JD say, what's your worst pro shop experience working in the shop?
Putting the pictures in wrong. Definitely putting the pictures in wrong. Not hitting the lines, and I look up and my fingers are here and the thumb is way over here, so it looked like it's that. Drilling a dud. Plugging. Plugging with me.
A Rice say, which league do you think was most competitive? Saturday night at Industrial or Sunday morning at Royal?
And that's a hard one, man. Saturday night, everybody bowled. Saturday night Industrial, everybody bowled. And I mean, there was always some scores to be shot. Sunday morning at Royal, our pairs always got jacked around, man, because we were, you know, we just kind of like ran that league, and our pairs always were different than every other pair. So Sunday mornings to me was more fun, but Saturday night Industrial was a little bit more competitive. It was more competitive, and you had a lot more of your friends there. But Sunday mornings, I loved the team I was on.
Okay. I would say Rudy Revs just nailed it. U-dots looked like resin.
Yeah. Look it up. I'm telling you, man. Look it up.
That's wild.
I heard about them over in what is that the group of guys on the East Coast that they bowl? Is it the UBA? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like watching them. They're kind of funny. It's cool. They be getting it in.
Man. Hey, what has been your biggest bowling accomplishment thus far?
Breaking that world record in '99 and winning my title in 2009.
Your regional title?
Yep, my regional title.
Is that the only one you got?
That's the only one I got. So for everybody that's thinking about they can just jump out here and go bowl these regionals because your friend said so, nah, dog. For real, man. I've been out there 10 years, and I consider myself a pretty goddamn good bowler, and I got one title. So I keep it real with you. A lot of people tell people, you know, yeah, go bowl the regionals and this. If you ain't busting them up around in your own area, you don't need to be out there. How you gonna bowl against the best in the world and you can't beat people around here in your own area? So, yeah, go bowl a couple tournaments and see how it is. Get your dick kicked in or whatever. See how it is. Say you did it, and move back home. But there's no reason for you to join if you're not going to be fully dedicated and you're not good enough to do it.
Right.
That's being, you know, and honestly, I shouldn't even be out there.
Uh-oh. What has changed most about your game over the years?
I don't strike as much as I used to. That's what's changed. I don't strike as much as I used to. I struggle a lot more. I don't bowl as much as I used to. When you bowling in 4, 5, 6 leagues, you're bound to catch you a 260, 270 a couple of times a week. When you're bowling once or twice a week, 6 games, hey, man, you be lucky you get you a 230, 250 or something, you know, because it's hard to get into a rhythm. So that changed a lot. I learned to hook the ball. That might have been the worst thing I could ever did in my life because I was real good throwing it straight when I was young. I wouldn't leave nothing but a 5-pin.
Uh-oh. Rob says he's still salty about that title match.
There's a story to that too.
Uh-oh.
Story to that. I think he bowled Jody Washington down on the other end, and I was bowling against Ed Carter, I believe. Either Ed Carter or Mike Style. And I think he busted the 3-pin dead in the face and struck. And I had my match won. He ended up winning. So we're bowling a title match, and they got the you get like 5-10 minutes of practice or whatever. Right. All before that, we done bowled a couple tournaments, and he was like, yeah, we ever bowled each other, I'm gonna bust your tail. And I said, no, man, I don't care who you are, I'm gonna bust your ass too, you know. So, you know, we always talked about it, we never got a chance to bowl each other. and look up, and now we in a title match. And we like, well, are we gonna have fun? And he's like, yeah, man, but I'm about to tear your ass up. And so we practicing, and I want to say we get about 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes into the practice, and we just striking like we finna come out and shoot 300 to 299 or something.
Yeah.
We tell him, hey, we ready. We don't need no more practice. We ready.
Oh my God.
I think he shot $180. I think I shot $190. And I just think I needed a couple of pins in the 10th, and I went up there and threw it hard and got 5. It was bowling on sharp. Leaked one just a little bit, so he missed, and I think he missed the 7-pin, and that's when he had the his 7-pin phobia from it was either college or the high roller, one or the other. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So he told me he had 7-pin phobia back then.
Dang, that's crazy. Hey, who are your bowling idols growing up?
As far as on tour, Mark Rolfe, Pete Weber. Those are Mark Rolfe, Pete Weber. I like to watch Earl a lot. Marshall. As you can see, if you've seen me bowl before, you can kind of put Mark and Pete together, and that's kind of what I would look like. If you kind of put both of them together, fast feet, high back swing. Well, I wouldn't say high back swing. I would say bad spine tilt. But Mark Rolfe, Pete Weber. I like Bob Hanley. I like Mike Aubie. I like a lot of them. Steve Cook.
All right. Look, well, hey, Connor say, well, you're about to strike next week because we winning, bro. Let's get it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, your game together, man. Get that spare game together. Shoot you some spares.
Where y'all bowling at?
We're bowling in Columbus. Jody Boy's got a tournament down there. He's got a $10,000 singles tournament, which is Saturday. Thursday is the doubles. Friday is the team.
Okay.
Good action. Good action.
And you say that's in Columbus?
Yeah, that's in Columbus.
Okay. So I'm sure Zeke could be bowling. That's his hometown.
I think Flo Bowling's supposed to be covering that.
Okay.
I like this question. See, JD gonna pick my brain. That's what I love about that guy. That's my young cat. That's why I love him, because he gonna pick my brain. He know where it's at. Now go back to that question.
I got you. Debbie said, hey, sweetie.
Hey, Debbie. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Love you, mama.
Yeah, there you go. Right there, though. Being in the game for so long, what advice would you give the up-and-coming youth, mentally and physically?
Physically, I would say be yourself, but try to be technically and fundamentally sound. Have fun with it. Mentally, find you the best coach that you can and drive it into you to where your mental game is super strong and your physical game where you can just be natural. I had a lot of coaches, but Jackie Hilgendorf was the one coach that really pushed me to anything as far as getting myself to be better. We used to go bowl at Pampa Lanes every Monday, and it would be like maybe 12 o'clock at night. We wouldn't leave there till 4 in the morning working on stuff. And he literally would be like, hey, you can't be a champion if you not gonna come. Champions don't take a day off.
Right.
So I had a real good coach, and he drove it into me mentally. He got my mental game together as far as like the outlook on it. The drive, the force for you to be a champion, to get to where you want to be. And Jeremy caught a couple of those sessions too.
Okay.
The mental part, find a way to hypnotize yourself. I mean, I can dig so deep into that, but you have to find a way to hypnotize yourself and to where you can do the same thing over and over subconsciously.
Okay.
I got to dig deeper. You want me to dig deeper into that?
Hey, man. Hey, because I'm telling you this, I ask a lot of people about this mental game, dude, and like a lot of people can answer it. Some people don't. It's like this mental game really screws up a lot of people.
Well, you got to get out of your own way. You probably heard Mark Baker said, not Mark Baker, Randy Peterson said, he can't get out of his own way or something like that. And the thing is, man, if you take something so simple such as unlocking your phone, you don't sit there and got to think of what code to put in. Your muscles do it automatically.
Right.
Your muscles do it automatically. When you type You learn how to type when you first learn. You peck, 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 peck. And once you learn the keyboard, now your fingers move so fast or whatever. But the one time that you stop and think, you kind of mess up or miss key. It's the same thing with bowling. From the time that you step up to pick your towel up, you're hypnotized because you're going to do the same thing over and over. You're going to pick your towel up. You're going to wipe it off the same way. You may fold it the same way every time. You're going to wipe your ball the same every time. You may put your thumb in or out or whatever. I don't know, wipe the bottom of your shoe. Next time you bowl, watch how you do the same thing over and over and over because you're doing it subconsciously. Find a way to lose yourself and listen to your body more. When you do that, bowling will be a lot easier. You can get out of your own way. I mean, we do it in everyday things, man. We do it in everyday things when you don't even think about it. You don't have to tell your muscle to say, hey, I'm about to call this person. It just pops in your head. You pick the phone up and you do this.
Right.
So listen to your body more. That's what I would say.
Right.
The more you use this, the more you fuck it up. Listen to your body more.
Okay, I like that. Hey, Greg said, tell them about your recent practice sessions and your hand positions.
I went practicing yesterday, and I worked on as far as like, I've been working on trying to get slower feet. Since the whole pandemic and the quarantine, I've been trying to figure out what it is that I'm going to try to do when bowling starts back up. And I can make a lot of physical changes. And it is my thing is I just need to be able to do it like that, whether I'm walking to the line or I need to get my feet moving and get more on it. So I worked on 6 different releases yesterday.
Wow.
And it actually went pretty good. I'm a little sore, but
Yeah. Nikisha, hey, what made you start bowling all the way to the left in front of the ball return?
We saw it in again, a high roller in 95, Robert Smith at the Super Hoinky. And it was just like that. My doubles partner, Jared Brown. It was like watching them do it. And it's like we had enough oil that we really didn't have to do that. But it was like watching them do it. And then you look up and if you're going to score, you got to kind of get with the program and find out how they're doing it. Right. So watch those guys. And I mean, I was doing it with a Snoopy ball back in the day, you know, just to kind of learn it. And that's probably the worst thing I could have did was learn how to hook it. But that's part of today's game now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Tyrone said top 5 balls pre and post resin.
Pre-resin, Johnny Petraglia LT48, Columbia Yellow Dot Bleeder, Black Knight, any color hammer you can get your hands on, and there was one more I want to make sure that I do not forget. Oh, YNU Dot. YNU Dot. After resin, Turbo X or Excalibur, of course, because that's the one that started it. All the ones I like were a lot older, such as like the Power Tour, the Piranha, the Detour. Like to me, I think the Detour is one of the best balls ever made. I had 10 of those.
The Piranha, was that like the orange one or peach colors? Yeah. I had one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I made about 30 grand my first year in adult league with that ball. In one league, within the 3 leagues in one bowling alley. Piranha. I love that ball.
Man. Let's see. Josh said those sessions at Pampa were awesome.
Yeah, it was straight work. It was straight work. It wasn't just going to go bowl. It was straight work.
80% mental, 20% physical.
90-10. 95-5.
Wow. And 95. It's crazy because yesterday, Lonnie said, I think it was Lonnie that said it. He was like, dude, you don't have to have the most talent. He's like, no.
You just got to be able to do anything.
It's not the talent that wins. I'm like, wow. It's just crazy now. You dang near saying the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter. It's not how, it's how many times you can. It's about how many times you can. It's not how. I mean, there's no two styles alike. They may look similar, but everybody does something different and everybody does something similar. Mark Baker kind of broke that down as far as like you can take, I think his examples were Carleton Ballard, Chris Barnes, and Tommy Jones, and three different completely different styles, but at one point they all do the same thing. At one point.
Right.
Lum, you old enough to know about an angle?
Who?
Miss Pamper too. You old enough to know about an angle?
Uh-oh. That's a Miss Pamper Lanes. Jack was a great person and will always help anyone wanting to learn more about bowling. He helped get me to where I am now.
Yeah, he helped me a lot too. And honestly, when Pamper closed, that's where my drive went. When Pamper closed, my drive for bowling kind of slowed up because I needed those practice sessions. Those practice sessions was mandatory. They were very, very mandatory. And I mean, you just looked forward to it. Monday was my off day, and it was like I was working afternoon, so I didn't have to be up to 2 o'clock the next afternoon. And not leaving the bowling alley to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning was just fun because I mean it was just straight work.
Hey, Jeremy said, when bowling on tour or challenging tournaments, what strategies do you use to get lined up?
Robert Smith told me, we did a clinic one day, and he said something, because I recorded this clinic, and he said something that made a lot of sense. When you're bowling on friction, a lot of friction, you look for hold. When you're bowling on a lot of oil, you look for friction. So as far as lining up, if you notice the first 5-10 minutes or whatever, they call it warm up. That's what you do. You warm up. You don't line up. You try to get your body to do the same thing, you know, to get it into, I don't want to say cruise control, but to get it to where you can actually do the same thing over and over. Then you line up. How many times have you went somewhere and warmed up and you won practice, the first 5 minutes of practice, and then you come out with 150 because you lined up instead of getting your body warmed up? You warm yourself up, and then you line up. This line's gonna change anyway within them 10-15 minutes of practice. So you get yourself warmed up. In the last 2-3 shots, you line up. That's
I never heard of that, but hey, I like that. That makes sense. That makes sense. Those your peoples.
Yeah, they're my peoples.
Wait, who is that?
He's like, who is that?
That's Greg Smith, Jeremy Dixon, and my sister Carlita Porges.
Oh, Jerry! Look, Jeremy made it back from Vegas safe and sound without being in trouble.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, they gonna catch that feedback. They gonna catch that feedback. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm sweaty. I rode my bike all the way over here.
You rode your bike?
Yeah.
Getting the legs in shape. That's my sister.
Hey, B.
What's up? Hey.
All right. Why you that was plugged?
Hey, look, you got. I tell you, man, you got fan club, man.
That's not fans. Them families, man. That's family.
Dude.
That's family. A lot of times, man, if you meet me and we have a one-on-one and we hit it off good, that's family. We end up being family. I got a lot of people that I've met. I mean, like my family in Kokomo, my family in California, family in Ohio and stuff. And they're not blood or anything, but they're family to me. I've been, been there and I mean, they just accepted me as family.
Oh yeah. Look, Tyrone say old school. You don't need pins to practice.
Shadow bowling. I practiced through this whole pandemic. Believe it or not, I practiced in my mind. Sounds stupid, but I practiced in my mind.
Yeah,
you can get Carlita on the show.
Absolutely. I hit her up. Hey, Lita, come on through. Hey, I'm telling you, hey, send me a list. I know you got people. Send me a list.
We got a lot of people, man.
Yeah. Send me a list. I tell people, man, if y'all know somebody, shoot me a message, man. I write all names down. I write them all down. And I said, slowly but surely, I'm going through this list and I'm hitting people up like, hey, you want to come to the show? Come on, share your story.
Yeah, definitely. She said she's there. She said she's there. Hit her up.
I got that.
We're in pandemic, so you know,
tell her. Hey, let her know. I'm gonna send her a message tonight.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hey, man. Hey, do you love the game, the money, or the people and relationships you've built over the time bowling?
Two of the three, because the money is not like it used to be. So I'm gonna take the money out of it. Of course, I love the competition. I love the bowl. That it's just been in my life since I was 2. You know, so I love the bowl, regardless to whatever. You can bowl for $1, it don't matter. Bowl for $1,000 or $1, it doesn't matter. I love the bowl. The people are really, to me, the best part of bowling. You know, they are really the best part of bowling. I've had a lot of friends that I done had for over 30 years. A lot of new friends that I met that we got a pretty good bond. A lot of friends a lot of people that I met that we've turned into family. And that's, to me, what makes bowling fun. I think that's the part that I miss more about bowling. It's not even just the actual bowling. I miss working the pro shop because of just making the customer happy, being around my friends and stuff, and we just having a good laugh and having a good time and enjoying life. I miss that more than anything, whether I never bowl or not.
Right.
Whether I've never bowl or not, that's the part that I miss. Even just walking in and saying hey to everybody, hey, how you doing? Walking in and you hear your name called. It's almost, I don't want to say like cheers when no one walk in, but I mean it's everybody knows everybody. No matter where you go and you go see people. I mean, like I went to Indiana last week and it was my first tournament in a while, and I seen a lot of friends that I had not seen in a while, and it felt real good to see them. It felt real good to see them, regardless of how you go. So,
you're absolutely you're absolutely right, man.
Yeah, the people. I love bowling, but the people make it.
And Sean Lee, I had him on Tuesday, and he was like, "Dude, the relationships is it."
Yeah, the relationships, the personal bonds that you have with a certain person. I mean, you may know somebody, you may meet somebody, and you may not remember their name, but you're gonna remember that face. Especially sitting and talking with them for a couple of minutes, you're gonna remember that face.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And you remember that one time that y'all met. You be like, yeah, man, I remember we met. We had this conversation of this and this and this. Man, I really enjoyed that. That puts you, a spot right there. Puts a spot in your heart, man. So yeah. I love bowling, but it's definitely the people, man. It's definitely the people.
Yeah. Hey, are you sponsored with anyone besides Genesis?
My only people, Genesis, wrong side. Genesis. Hey. That's it. Nope. Free agent. I throw everything. I throw everything. I haven't been approached. I've been told that I can do this or do that, and either I follow up and they say they can't, or whatever. Especially with the big, with Brunswick buying everybody. I know a lot of people are getting cut, so it's kind of like hard to really ask for a contract right now and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Plus, I'd rather earn my contract more so than that anyway.
Absolutely.
A lot of people have contracts and don't even need them. They don't even know why they have them. It's just, it's always been, to me, I'm old school as far as, like, to me, if you want to join the tour, and I wish I could have did this myself, go to the PBA school. I wish I could go to the PBA school, and you should be able to go to a PBA school because you have to learn how to be a professional. It's not about just throwing a ball. You got to learn how to be a professional. You have to, learn that, hey, no matter whether you go 380 over or 380 under, you got to sign autographs when you're done. You have to approach these people when you're done because they came to see you.
Right.
So, definitely, man, is that. And then I just wish people would humble themselves more so in bowling. You can't control that ball once it get down, once it get off your hand. You can't control it. So, you see people kicking ball returns and raving the fit. And I've done it before as a kid. I've done it. And then, I didn't want to do it when my son was 4 or 5 years old and he watching me bowl. I can't have him watching me kick no ball return and stuff. Plus, you kick a ball return, man, the whole bowling alley stopping and you looking like the heel. Who want their eyes? I don't want no eyes on me unless I'm striking.
You're right.
I don't want not in no negative way anyway. I don't want no eyes on me in no negative way. So I just wish people were more so humble themselves. That's what I wish that would be different about bowling. You going to tap. You're going to tap. Them pins ain't got no feelings. They don't care. They don't care how much money you got. They don't care how good you throw it. And if it's your time, it's your time. If it's not your time, accept it and smile and keep it moving. It ain't the end of the world. If you're doing it for a living, that's a little bit more understandable. But if you're doing it for a living and you got, you can't put your last up. Let's put it like that. And I've done that plenty of times, putting the rent money up, putting the car money up. A lot of times I won, a lot of times I did. Now I don't have to be in that predicament. I bowl because I want to bowl. That's how it is.
That's what's up. My brother Darkness, tell them about Central City. Man, hey, we talked about Central City already. You were late to the party. You was over there changing diapers.
No, he was over there feeding that football team.
Hey, all we need to know is, Ken, did you go bowl Lonnie? Did you bowl Lonnie? That's all we need to know. If you didn't, we can't talk to you. Because Lonnie said yesterday he was going to put hands on you. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there, what I heard.
It's a good match.
Hey, Lonnie said he was bowling Kenny left-handed.
Yeah, Lonnie threw it pretty good left-handed, but we've been doing that since we were 16 years old, man. So yeah, Lonnie he could throw it good back then when he was 16. He could throw it good now at 40 something. So, yeah, I mean it's just a thing that we just used to do.
When I seen the video, I was like, man, he threw that ball pretty good on that left side.
Yeah, he threw it good. We actually at a time both of us threw it better left-handed than we did right-handed.
Really?
Yeah, I mean me, him, and buddy of mine, Jesse Burton, rest in peace, and Alex Robertson. We would go every Friday. We'd go from bowling alley to bowling alley to bowling alley. I mean, we'd be in the bowling alley from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 2 o'clock at night, and then went to 3 different bowling alleys. And we're, hey Brooklyn, and we've been, just bowling all day, trying to beat each other and making ourselves better at each time. But the thing was, we knew each other game. To where we saw something, we say, hey, this is a little different, or you didn't do this, or I see this, and then we just go at it.
Yeah.
The Mickey Mouse. I think I mentioned that. Actually, it was the Snoopy. It wasn't the Mickey Mouse. It was Snoopy. Yeah, it was a Snoopy. Bowling TNBA with a Snoopy. Bowling TNBA with a Snoopy, because I just. They were just hooking so much. That's the only thing I can get to go straight.
Wow. Hey, what's the next step or next chapter in bowling for SIBO?
It's been 10 years, so my next thing is to win me another regional. I learned to kind of stay in my own lane, meaning more so that I can't take the time off. And this is the thing that people don't understand as far as bowling out on tour. If you're going to be out there, you have to bowl every tournament. You can't just pick a tournament and go bowl every other week or something like that. You have to be out there consistently. Now, if you're going to be out there consistently, yeah, go for it. But other than that, I mean, you have to think about it. I still got bills. If I go out for 2 weeks and use all my vacation time, go bowl the U.S. Open and Indianapolis Open, which I love to do.
Yeah.
But when I get done, if I don't get a check, because I'm not on that level anyway, but I don't get a check, I'm kind of wasting money, and I get home, I got to work a week and a half, 2 weeks in the hole, and my bills are still due. So which is more important, your bills or just going out there to go bowl? At the time, it was bowling at a time. Now, it's about them bills. It's about having something in life. So,
it's crazy. That's what, I don't know if you've seen Stroker's interview. He's like, dude, I work on elevators for a living. Mm-hmm. Those guys bowl for a living. I'm not going to go out there and tell those guys how to do their job, just like they're not going to come over here and tell me how to do my job.
Exactly.
And he was like, those guys do what they do because that's they living. They live to bowl.
Yeah, they're professionals. They're professionals.
Yeah, man. That's
so,
crazy.
I mean, I learned to stay in my lane. A lot of scratch tournaments. I do want to win another regional. And PBA 50 tour, that's what I'm looking for in another 4.5 years. That's the next chapter for me. Other than that, I'm just going to take it slow, bowl what I can or when I want to bowl, but I'm not taking time off work to go bowl a national stock. I'm not doing that.
Right.
Use my vacation time wisely. You get older, you get wiser.
That's what's up there.
No, that's a deer.
A deer? Only in Detroit, bro. Look at that, man.
Oh man, you get deers running in front of you at the golf course. Yeah, that's definitely a deer. Yeah,
that's some crazy stuff right there. So,
yeah,
ain't used to that. I'm not used to that. Here in California, when we see the possums and a coyote here and there, or some raccoons, but nothing like that.
Yeah, and y'all got a out of control fire thing going on, man. I learned a lot being out of California, man. You can't even flick your cigarette out the window, man.
Right.
You can't even flick your cigarette out the window. You know, because it can cause a fire, man. And then fires out there spread real quick because of the sun burns that grass up and everything, man. I mean,
yeah, buddy.
You want to talk to somebody about that? Talk to Robert Smith about that. And he can tell you a lot about geography and California and the weather and stuff. I mean, he can go real deep into that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Kiva. Yeah. That's my girl. Ooh, wee.
This dude right here.
That's her nickname. Ooh, wee.
Ooh, wee. All right.
Yeah. So, I see her. Ooh, wee.
But bro, hey, I appreciate your time. Is there anything we haven't touched on? Anything you want to share with the viewers, bro? Because you didn't share some good info.
Not really, man. I mean, anybody can come to me and just ask me whatever it is that they want, and I mean, this about deliverance, man. When you ask a person something, and I think that's what's wrong with this world today, man, is there's no humanity, and people don't, we live in a world of everything about themselves and me and I, instead of like really, I'm the type of person that wants somebody else to excel as much as me. I mean, I want to win, but I want to see this person do good too. As you saw, Jeremy talking, about his contract or whatever, I gave my contract to him because he was trying to do something with himself. He was a college student, and I wanted to see him do good. It ain't always about me. It's not always about me.
Oh yeah.
So,
like Sherry from up north said, you ain't 50. You're a young star yourself. Talking about how people don't know anything about beepers.
I'll be 50 in 4.5 years. Actually, 4 years and 2 months. But no, man, it's just me, man. I'm me. That's what you get. I mean, you get a person that's got a very open mind, very honest. I very rarely get mad. If it's something to where I get mad to where I'm about to fight somebody and really done something wrong, I'm not that type of person. Right. I'm just me, man. I treat people the way that I want to be treated, and hopefully I get that back. And if I get that, I'm fine. Real talk. I'm that one humble person that said, "Thank you, Lord," in the morning when I wake up. So. That's
like
me.
I say it all the time, dude. You got to put him first. He is the reason we wake up every day to do what we do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because without him, it ain't nothing. And I think with this whole pandemic thing going on and everything, I think that right now everybody should be really like paying attention, because he said it. And I will shut down centers. I will shut this down. I will shut this down. You believe in the almighty dollar? I will shut this down and freeze your economy. Well, this ain't a sign for your ass. I don't know what it is. Y'all better believe in something.
You better believe it sooner or later, because it's here.
Well, I mean, we all believe in different lords or whatever, and that's fine and dandy, as long as you believe in some type of God, there's somebody that's overpowered. There's somebody bigger than you.
Absolutely, you're right.
That's all I care about, man. That and how you treat me. If I treat you right and you treat me right, hey, we're gonna get along fine. I don't give a shit about no color. I don't care about that.
Man, I love it, bro.
With all this stuff going on in the world, man, it's too much. There's too many other problems to be sitting there worried about what somebody else is doing, and my buddy Alex Aguiar said it. There's no humanity in this world. People should show some type of humanity toward the next person. You see somebody doing something, they fighting or whatever, and everybody got their phones recording, instead of that one person saying, hey, whatever. But then again, you can't, it's kind of hard to do that and walk up to somebody and say, hey, don't do this, because then you're going to look up and now they busting at you. just anything, man.
Yeah. Hey, that's so dope, dude. Like I said, man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you taking the time out to come holler at
I
me
appreciate you
and sharing your insight, man.
For sure, man. I appreciate you having me, man. I really do, man. It's been fun, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got a chance to meet you. Get out the Vegas. Oh, and I get out to Cali, man. I'm gonna hit you up. I go out there quite a few times, man. So I hit you up.
You come out this way, bro. Hit me, bro.
I sure will, for sure, man.
Hey, and like I said, send me a list. I know you got a list of people, bro. If anybody.
Oh yeah. Everybody is family, man. I want everybody to know I love them, man. I hope everybody's staying safe and being close to their family, staying safe, being out of the way, wear the mask, even though we don't want to. But I mean, just it's no way we're gonna get back to normal until we all come together and something work out to where it's nice. We want to. I wanted to be where I can see people again, man. It ain't no fun sitting up in the house for 3 months. I'm a person that like to be on the move.
Right.
So I want to see my friends. I want to do things. I'm ready to travel again and stuff. It's just life's too short.
Yeah, we just don't hold right now. We on a little pause. That's it.
Yeah, we on pause, man. We on the pause, but it'll happen soon. It'll happen soon. Till then, man, just pray and have faith, man, and hug your loved ones, man. Tell your loved ones you love them, man, because with all this going on, man, I don't care who is who, or as far as enemies or anybody got any enemies, man, or people that you just kind of like beefing with, call them, man. Squash that shit. Because to look up, man, and that person not be there, and then how can you live with yourself knowing that you had a beef with this person and it was something stupid?
Real talk.
Something minor because the person didn't want to be the bigger person or be a bigger man. That, man. But other than that, man, I got good people around me, man, and they keep me in check. I got them friends that tell me, hey, this not you. Don't do this. Don't do that. Or do it this way. I'd rather have that friend be able to tell me that than a friend that say, be my yes man, because that'd be the one that get you hemmed up.
That part right there.
That'd be the one that get you hemmed up.
Yeah,
so,
man.
For sure.
Bro, man, I love it. But hey, dude, we got to look up. If I come to Detroit, you come to Cali, little tournament somewhere, we need to link up, bro.
It ain't got to be no tournament, man. It could just be on GP.
Hey, I'm all with it too.
You might need to just get away. Hey, you come to my city, man. Hey, you got a key. Hey. You got a key. Do what you got to do. I give you the key, man. You stay there. I mean, a lot of people to stay with me, man. And you walk in my house, you treat yourself like you're at home, man. My house, your house. People ever stayed with me? Simon stayed with me. Robert Smith stayed with me. So my house, your house.
I appreciate that, bro. Real talk.
For sure, man.
Hey, look, y'all enjoy yourself, man. And hey, I'll holler at you soon, brother.
Peace, y'all. Love y'all.
Peace out, brother. Hey, that was a great show, man. My boy Carleton Chambers, Sibo himself. He spoke a lot. He spoke a lot of the truth, man. Like I said, stop looking at color. That don't mean anything, man. It's good people, black, white, brown, orange, purple. Hey, we good people, period. And he spoke the truth. Like I said, if you missed the show, go back, share it. Hey, what he talked about was some great things, man. Some great things, especially mentally and physically with the game. So I truly appreciate him and taking the time out. Tomorrow's today is Thursday. Man, I'm tripping. Like all my days is running together. Tuesday, I don't know who my guest is yet. I forgot. I got to look at my paper. I tell you, it's all running together right now. But hey, guys, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking your, hour out of your time to sit here and listen to the stories, man. So I truly appreciate it. And be safe. Wear your mask. Do what y'all got to do.
To strike while the iron is hot. One of one, don't follow flocks. Man, I got this on lock. Team Harvey, team hustle, team can't be stopped. Just cop 900 blower, yeah, fresh out the shop. Let's go rolling. I'm an expert on the lane. Yeah, smooth approach, about to roll a perfect game. And well connected with the sport's biggest names. We can't talk unless an X on the frame. I'm here asking the questions, clear the air and confusion. Fresh, humble, and arrogant with the logo infusion. Red cup for the right vibe. I got the answers, you going live with Bowtie.
Man. Hey guys, like I say it all the time. Thank you guys for the support. I truly appreciate it. More and more guests is coming on. Hey, we want to know the bowler outside the bowler. So I ask questions. You know what I'm saying? People are willing to come on and open up and share their stories. Take care of yourself first before you can try to take care of someone else. Love your loved ones. Hug them. Tell them you love them. Let them know. Hey, we will get through this. We will. This is just something small, man. It's something small. Just a little pause button right now. But you got to trust and believe that things will get better. Like I said, every day you wake up, you go to bed, man, just thank the Lord. Thank him. Put him first. Because without him, dude, there would be us. Whoever, hey, whatever you do, thank him. Thank him. I thank him for giving me this platform, allowing me to share this with you guys, from waking me up every morning to go to work. I appreciate him. Hey, as always, guys, happy Friday tomorrow to you. Be safe. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. All right, man. Love you guys, man. Bowtie out. Peace.